So, as it relates to Constable Deans, and when Constable Dean said, "You are," when I asked him if he's detaining me for the only reason of me proving to him that I can drive inter alia, and he said yes. Like I said earlier, what Constable Deans would have done there is to confirm to me that he has offended Section 14 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights, whereby that charter is expressly stated in clear and unequivocal language. Just listen to Constable Deans in this clip when he explained exactly what he's doing.
Documents and
Yes.
license, everything up to date, right?
Yes.
I remember look at the documents and driver's license.
So that is the only reason you're detaining me right now?
Yes, sir. I'm stopping you under Section 7 of the road traffic officer. Give me the power to inspect your documents and driver's license.
So
alright?
just to inspect my documents?
Yes, sir.
That's all. What's the name again, by the way?
My name is Okar Deans. I'm a district constable.
Yes.
Attached to the public safety and traffic enforcement branch.
Okay. No person is to be arrested or detained except on reasonable grounds and in accordance with law, and for the purpose of many things. Nothing speaks to Constable Deans detaining me or arresting me. To check randomly to see if I have a license to drive. Remember? So if you read that specific section, you'll recognize that that section says any person arrested or detained shall be entitled to be tried within a reasonable time. Now, if Constable Dean, as he said in his own, he admitted that he is detaining me, where was my right to be tried in a reasonable time? Where was that right? Yes? He didn't charge me, but he has detained me. We have to understand, this is Section 14 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom. There are several subsections under it. So we have to understand ourselves. Constable Deans did the wrong thing. Constable Deans detained me, and Constable Dean did not give me any right to a fair trial within a reasonable time. He just gave him the license and said, "All right, you're free to go." We have to understand ourselves. That is the reason, this is one of the reasons a constable cannot just randomly stop you or so-called detain you, take away your right, and then just tell us, say, "All right, now my documents check out. Bye, have a nice day." Driving on the road is not prohibited. Driving without a license is prohibited. Two big difference, yes? And I like on another video, as it relates to the Firearm Act versus the Road Traffic Act, you will see where I make a distinction on the two, yeah? So, Constable Deans would have offended Section 14 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights when Constable Dean stopped me and told me plainly that he is detaining me. And that detention was not on reasonable grounds and in accordance with law. I recognize that a lot of you viewers and subscribers are ignorant. You're ignorant to what the law is. I will always remember that ignorance of the law is no excuse. I repeat, ignorance of the law is no excuse. That is also the law. Yes? So, at the minute when Constable Deans confirmed to me that I am detained, and I'm like, but what are the reasonable grounds? And what are in accordance with law? To bring me before a judge, blah, blah, blah. You can go through the entire Section 14 and see all the different circumstances under which Section 14 permits detention. And you will see that nothing that Constable Deans would have said match up to Section 14. Did he detain me to bring me before the court? Did he detain me to prevent me from committing a crime? Did he detain me for, any of those lawful reasons that are listed under Section 14 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights? Just go take a look, viewers and subscribers. I'll post it here. So, no. The answer is no. He did not. And so, since he did not, that detention is unconstitutional on everything. Every single thing. So like I said, I know some of you are saying, just give him the papers and you're gone. I know that. You don't think I know that? And if I just gave it to him, I'll be done and gone? But what's the use of rights? What's the purpose of having rights? if you can't exercise them? What is the purpose of having rights if you're just going to waive them? Might as well our ancestors did not fight to get us out of freedom from slavery. Constable Deans, I know you have good intentions. Believe me, I know you have good intentions. But it just takes a minute for Constable Deans and all constables to read the law. Remember the case of the Jamaicans for Justice versus the Police Service Commission, JCPC, that's the Jamaican Privy for the Privy Council, Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. In that ruling, it's a 2019 ruling, the Privy Council section 23 and 24, paragraph 23 and paragraph 24 of that ruling made it very clear that the police and all public authority must exercise their powers consistent or in a way compatible with the fundamental rights of citizens. So people ask, why all of this? Why are you doing all of this? Why you never just give Constable Deans? Why you never give? Constable, you must. I don't must give you anything. I have a right to defend my right, and where I believe you have offended my right, and I don't believe that your orders or your commands or your requests are lawful orders or commands, then I have a responsibility. I have a right to deny you. And you, sir, if you feel that you are justified, can do whatever you feel. Yeah? But one thing I'll tell you, viewers and subscribers, if you fail to produce and you're in assertion of your right, you must have another valid ID to give the constable. That's your right to, because without that ID, then he could arrest you so that he can ascertain your identity, so that he can bring you before the court. Yeah? So just make sure that you have something like a voter's ID or something like that to give him. And again, it comes back down to, all right, after the fact, and he would have violated your right, you can always give him the driver's license if you want as a form of ID. But this is not just about why not give him? It's about asserting rights, people. Assert them. And no crime is in Jamaica, and no crime is rampant. Yeah? I know it is here. I know it is here. But without our rights, we have nothing. And we are nothing but slaves. Until next time, don't order the law fans. I'm just here on my island, relaxing in the morning, taking some morning breeze, morning chill. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. Beautiful view, isn't it? Beautiful view. Alright, until next time.